Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, signs and cross watchers for Scorpios as well. This is all about twin flame union, what's going on for the divine masculine and what's going on for the divine feminine at the moment. So it doesn't really matter if you think that you're in a twin flame union or not. You might be on your way toward one as well. We'll just find out what's going on for you both. You might be in separation. You might not have even met yet, but let's find out. And there's not going to be a deeper dive to this next extended reading because I'm just trying these out kind of for the first time. Don't want to put too much work in if it's not going to hit it off. So if you like this style as going through it, let me know by clicking on that like button down there and leaving a comment as well if you want me to keep going on these. But let's find out anyway. Just be aware that the divine feminine, divine masculine might be switched around as well, especially for cross watchers for Scorpio. So let's find out what's going on at the moment. The richness within. So there's something about abundance. There's a very abundant connection that you've got here. Or you might need to be both of you stepping into your abundance before you meet or before this union can happen. Often our abundance is a sign of whether we're in alignment or not. And so abundance tends to happen once we're in alignment first, and then the love comes in as well. So it's something... Because love and abundance, it's the same thing. You're receiving energy from the universe, right? And so abundance seems to happen first. This is a mystery connection. You're not sure about it yet. And so you guys that are connected with a Scorpio or Scorpio yourself, you might be wondering, is this my twin flame? I'm not so sure. You're getting some signs, but then sometimes you're just not so sure about it as well. So we might be able to help you out with some clarity there today with this reading, Scorpio. What else about this union? Meditate. There's a need to get clarity on this. And the reason the meditate card has come out there is when we meditate, we can get a lot clearer. We can quiet the ego mind down, the fearful mind, the one that has us on that roller coaster, that emotional roller coaster. But it's also because we create our experience, right? We are the creator spirits in our experience. So it's when we are determined to do something, experience something, and we believe in ourselves and we go for it, that energy creates. And when we're talking about relationships, if we're unsure of somebody, that ain't going to create, right? Because that's not the energy that creates. We need to have a sure belief in that. And so meditate. It could be that you need to get clear on whether this person is right for you, whether they're a good match to you, whether this is someone that's got the right components, the right things within them, that this could be a long-term thing with. You might need to get clarity so that you can be clear about that. So more about finding out whether they are the one for you with compatibility, that kind of thing it might be. Anyway. Divine masculine first. Let's find out what's going on for the divine masculine at the moment. Eight of Pentacles. Divine masculine is focused on the work at the moment. They're building things up and they're making their money. They're very much focused on work rather than love. It's coming good for them as well. Their abundance is rising is what I'm hearing. Divine masculine. Feeling very left out of the love department, but they're getting themselves in a position where they can reciprocate the money. So yeah, they're feeling very left out though. So in the heart, they're kind of feeling left out, feeling alone. The love stuff isn't happening for them, but it feels like a conscious choice to me because they want to be reciprocal. They want to be able to give as much as they receive within a relationship. Very much focused on money at the moment, the divine masculine. Let's find out what's behind this. Eight of Pentacles, Ten of Materials, because they want it all. Okay, so this could be, and they can't have it at the moment. They're a bit trapped in that. So the divine masculine wants it all, wants the Ten of Materials, the happily ever after, but want it to be successful as well. So they're kind of not feeling ready or that great about getting into something, getting into a relationship before they're really sturdy in their finances, before they have really got something to offer. But it's not so much about what they offer. It's more about they want to build something, right? The Ten of Materials is when you've built something. And they don't feel like in a position yet to actually build something. So they're working away, plugging away at their work and their finances and stuff like that in order to get those firm foundations in themselves to be ready to want to build something with someone else. So very much in their logical mind at the moment, the divine masculine. what's behind that is reunion of souls and omens, but they're getting plenty of signs about reuniting, or reuniting might be with someone from a past life kind of thing. So divine feminine they might not have met yet, this couple, but you might have done as well. What I'm saying is reunion of souls doesn't always mean it's someone that's been in your life before. It's not always someone coming back into your life that you've been in a relationship with before. It can be reunion of souls because you've got that soul connection, you know. But they've got getting plenty of signs that it's like, get yourself ready for this, or if they have met you already, getting plenty of signs about the divine feminine as well. Hearing the name all over the place, you know, it's bumping into you and all of that kind of thing. A lot of omens. Seeing your name, people talking about you. And if you've got like the special songs or whatever, the songs that remind them of you, hearing those wherever they go. So there's a lot of synchronicity about, a lot of omens going on for them at the moment to gear themselves up for this. In the heart, they're feeling left out, but they do want to like get themselves to this place of being able to reciprocate. Tell us what's behind this. Now we've got the Six of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles here. Page of Materials. Got so little to offer at the moment, right? So they're feeling in this place of having so little to offer at the moment, materially. And so things are up in the air in their life. They have to leave themselves out at the moment. And as much as that hurts their heart, they just don't feel like they've got much to offer at all. So that their living situation or their financial situation just might be so unstable at the moment that they don't even feel like, you know, it's like, if you didn't have a car, you might not want to ask someone out on a date because you're embarrassed that you can't pick them up or something like that. It's that, this is more than that, but it's that kind of a feeling. It's like, well, I don't even have the stuff yet to even practically get into this relationship. That's how they're feeling anyway. And divine feminines might think, well, they don't need that much, you know. But to them, they do. It might be a matter of the way they feel about themselves. It's all good, though. It's not like they're crumbling and they feel terrible about themselves. It's all good. They're just going to do it. They're put in action here. Eight of Pentacles means that they're working hard at the moment and they're reaping the rewards of those results, and they're saving up or whatever. They're getting themselves back on their feet is what this is. And so divine masculine involved with a Scorpio or a Scorpio divine masculine might have been really going through it lately and just be getting back on their feet now. Things are working out for them now, but they're just having to do that. Prioritizing money, finances, and material possessions and stuff like that. Because they want to build something. They want to grow something. Forgiveness. They feel bad about this relationship. They feel bad about themselves in this relationship. In other words, those of you that already know each other, they are feeling guilty and a bit ashamed about the past and about the way that they've treated the divine feminine. They know that they need forgiveness from the divine feminine, and they know that this relationship needs to be healed as well. And so some of you, and it doesn't mean that they've done anything terrible as well, they might have done, but they might just feel bad that they're getting the divine feminine to wait. But yeah, there's some healing that needs to be going on there, so very much aware of that at the moment. I think in a lot of twin flame instances at the moment, the divine feminine is a little bit ahead of the divine masculine. And so it could just be that. It just could be guilt around that, is that the divine feminine is being the leader at the moment and divine masculine thinks that they should be the leader, or at least on a par, on a level. Six of Pentacles suggests that they want to be on a level with the divine feminine. What else? Where's the heart at? Where's the divine masculine's heart at? Make time for self-love. Okay. So they don't have time at the moment for a relationship. Why? Because they're focused on the work and having to love themselves too. They're making time for that, making time for self-love. So divine masculine wasn't looking after themselves very well before. And so they might have been in all kinds of patterns, and perhaps the divine feminine came into their life and they thought, oh, I better start looking after myself better. They've had some kind of a wake-up call to look after themselves better and to look after their stuff better. Could have been that they suffered a loss and they've really had to face up to something and getting the poop together. Divine masculine there. What else? What else is going on for the divine masculine? The proceeding with caution. So they've got regrets in the past. Okay, so in relationship in the past, they've got regrets about that. So they're proceeding with caution. In other words, taking it slowly. They know to take it slowly because they've made mistakes before, and they've got a lot of regrets about relationships that they've had before. So they could have been in long-term relationships before, and it's not worked out, and they know what they did wrong now, and they're not prepared to do it that wrong way again. And so they're proceeding with caution, being very cautious about this. Divine Feminine might think that that Divine Masculine is being overly cautious, but they've learned. They've learned, and so regrets from the past are causing them to do that, to take it very slowly and be cautious. Loneliness, though, yeah, they're really feeling it right now. They might not be showing it at the moment, but this Five of Pentacles and loneliness card, they really feel left out at the moment. Yearning is what I'm hearing. Play energy, trying to keep things light, and they're trying to keep things light, but I think they're putting off their play till later. I think they're very serious at the moment, and they're of this mindset of, I'll sort this out and then I'll play later, and then I'll have the fun later. I need to get on with this, and then I can have a break later, kind of thing. Then we can have our fun. So this is a Divine Masculine who's very much keeping themselves out of relationship at the moment and focused on other things so that they can be ready for a relationship. Even though they're feeling left out, feeling lonely because of that, they've learned from their past, and so they know to do it that way. Where's the heart at? Be authentic. Living a lie. You know how I said they've had a wake-up call? Divine Masculine has had a wake-up call. They were living a lie before. They weren't truly being true to themselves. They might have been on all kinds of patterns. And something has happened so that they know that they need to be authentic now. They know they need to do that. And so being true to themselves, something's woken them up to that. They also have be willing to express love. So this is what they're working on at the moment. Very much I'm not saying it kind of thing. If I say it, then it's all going to happen. I don't want to say it at the moment. They don't want to tell you how they feel at the moment because then they won't be able to stop. And they may have been holding it back for so long as well, an expression of love, never telling people that they love them, that kind of thing, not telling the Divine Feminine that they love them, that it's become this kind of a block. It's become a kind of a thing for them now, a big hurdle to get over, to actually do that. And so they are imagining ways to express to the Divine Feminine that they love them, how they're going to do that, what they're going to say, when they're going to say it, that kind of thing. So they're gearing themselves up to being willing to express love to the Divine Feminine there, to tell them to actually admit to the feelings for the Divine Feminine. So yeah, I think I'm talking about a Divine Masculine who hasn't admitted their feelings yet. Yeah. This is going to be an abundant relationship, right? So it doesn't surprise me that the Divine Masculine knows and they feel it. They've had omens about this, that they need to get their finances sorted out before this happens, this relationship happens. Okay, so that's what they're waiting on there. Divine Feminine. What's going on for Divine Feminine at the moment? Scorpio Divine Feminines, Divine Feminines who are involved with a Scorpio or will be involved with a Scorpio. Page of Wands. Divine Feminine's got some great news coming in. They're very excited about something. What else? Four of Pentacles, but they're holding their energy back. So I feel like this is in the relationship, holding their energy back from the relationship at the moment, not really willing to go there. Might not be very impressed by the Divine Masculine at the moment. So holding their energy back. Page of Wands. This doesn't feel like it's got to do with the relationship. This feels like exciting news about something else. We're waking up to something else, and something is up in the air, right? So there's got a distraction at the moment. Divine Feminines have got a distraction at the moment. Weighing things up, new options, some exciting news has come in. They've got an opportunity to do something. It could be for business, it could be a home kind of thing, it could be a land kind of thing, it could be, but it's exciting news. It's like, oh, I've got this option. So very much a distraction from relationship stuff at the moment, which might be a welcome change for the Divine Feminine. Awakening something, so it's new. It's a whole new beginning, but there's a decision for the Divine Feminine to take there. Yeah, it could be a new business thing or a new job thing. And so she's contemplating that at the moment. But it's very exciting to her, so it's probably in alignment, yeah. What's behind this is psychic development. It's Divine Feminine very attuned to her intuition at the moment. This opportunity or news or idea has come along and she's really taking it seriously, weighing it up. Now, it might have something to do with this relationship, as in it might affect this relationship. So Divine Feminine, if you make one choice, it might mean something to this relationship or mean that maybe this relationship isn't moving forward. But very much concerned with a decision, weighing up options for a decision. It's very exciting. So she's very motivated to do that, to act on this exciting thing, and intuitively it makes sense. Might just be weighing up, well, how does this fit in with this relationship? Does it fit in with this relationship? So she's holding her energy back from the relationship at the moment, and also might be holding this opportunity back from the relationship as well, keeping them separate. As in, say Divine Feminine's been offered a job somewhere else, she might not be telling this Divine Masculine because she might want to make a decision for herself first, because she might go either way, she might go either way. She might decide to take this, give up on this relationship and take this job. She's keeping it to herself at the moment. Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. Not particularly wanting to communicate with the Divine Masculine at the moment while she's thinking of this, while she's weighing up options. Four of Emotions. Yeah, because there's an offer coming in and you might not want to miss out on that. I wonder if it can be integrated. It's big too. I wonder if it can be integrated, and that's probably what Divine Feminine's wondering too. Can this be integrated? Can I go for this and have this relationship too? That's what you're weighing up at the moment. And so I think that's a good idea, Divine Feminines, to make up your mind independently. Sure, keeping in mind this relationship, but also independently too. Now, if anything is aligned with you, then it was going to be aligned with what's aligned with you too. Do you know what I mean? If the relationship is not a fit with this, and this is an alignment, and intuitively this is an alignment with you, then that might mean that the relationship isn't in alignment with you, at the moment. And it could be just that. It could be at the moment. Anyway, there's transformation going on within Divine Feminine at the moment. She's kind of shifting her mindset to, I need to look after myself here. This isn't a dead cert, this relationship, but this thing could be a dead cert for me. And if this is a dead cert for me, I move forward with this. Then if this relationship is the dead cert too, that's going to fit in. But if this relationship isn't aligned, then that's not going to fit in. And how do I feel about that kind of thing? Well, let's find out, where is Divine Feminine's heart at the moment? Where is she at emotionally at the moment? Surrender. She can't figure it out, hey? She can't figure it out. So she's having to let go and hope that it'll all work out in her favor. So yeah, maybe getting caught up in your mind a lot, Divine Feminines, and trying to figure it out and just like, I don't know, I just don't know. Having to surrender it up like that, especially the relationship side of things, I think. Having to surrender the relationship side of things. Get on with other things in your life. What else? I'll take all of those. So she's taking inspired action in her own life, because we can only count on ourselves, really. We can't wait around can't put our lives on hold, can we, Scorpio? Divine Feminines, we can't put our life on hold. So breathing through the tension. This is a tense time because there's a lot riding on these decisions that you've got at the moment, but lightening up about them again. And that's that whole surrender thing, like, oh, well, this will work out for the best. My life always works out for the best. That kind of an energy. Well, that's what you need to do, Scorpio Divine Feminines, or Divine Feminines involved with Scorpios. What else? Being influenced by somebody at the moment, being influenced by people that have maybe have opinions about this opportunity and maybe about this relationship as well, or this person, or about what the Divine Feminine is worthy of, perhaps. And guarded heart right now. Guarding the heart. So you're kind of both being cautious at the moment, Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, with this one. You're both not ready, not certain about it, other things going on. And that's okay. Might just be time for both of you to let go at the moment and focus on other things. What else? Divine Feminine, control. Wary of taking control in this relationship. Wary of stepping into the masculine energy, I think, in this relationship. There's a definite masculine energy here. So the Divine Feminine is getting into a masculine by taking action or deciding on this thing to take action on. And so maybe the Divine Feminine is balancing up for Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. You might feel a bit of both in you because of that as well. But wary of taking control, wary of taking that too far, wary of getting in the masculine too much so that you're taking that role from the masculine. You know what I mean? Anyway, villain with receiving. So the Divine Feminine could have had trouble in receiving before, might be doing it all before. Masculine and feminine kind of thing. I might have got into relationships before where it's like you end up having to be the masculine and the feminine. It's like, hang on a minute, the person I'm in a relationship with isn't taking any role because I'm doing it all. And you might have realized, Divine Feminine, that kind of stops you from receiving. And this villain card, it feels like you're kind of blaming yourself for that now, but not in a bad way. You're realizing that you set yourself up for that by being it all, by being willing to do it all, by stepping into that role of doing it all. And so the villain card is a very soft villain card. It's more like, oh, I did that to myself kind of an energy. I held myself back from my receiving. And so very aware of that and not wanting to do it this time, which is making your heart guarded there. Like, I don't want to get into that position again, especially if you're seeing that your Divine Masculine isn't in the position where they can give at the moment and they're not fully in that masculine energy. Then yeah, you might be very wary, holding yourself back from this. Doesn't surprise me at all. Where's your heart at, Divine Feminine? On the floor? No, let's hope not. The card's on the floor, your heart's not on the floor. Love who you are. That's beautiful. And so this is a self-love thing. So Divine Feminine at the moment, in loving who you are, you're loving yourself more than ever. That's why you're making these decisions for yourself, right? Relationship is coming second, you're coming first, and that is perfect. You're divine, delightful, and deserving of the wonderful things life has to offer. And you're beginning to realize that now, Divine Feminine. So that's amazing. This is Divine Feminine energy when you realize your true worth and what you deserve. And that surrender, it's like, well, the universe is going to bring it in because everything works out for me. And so I don't need to take control of this. I don't need to step into the masculine here too much and do it all. And I'm worthy of these things. And I'm realizing that now. And so I'll take this offer, I'll take all the abundance that the universe has to give me, including a relationship when that shows up and it's in alignment with me. This one isn't in alignment at the moment, and it feels like the Divine Masculine is trying to get it into alignment as well. And so hopefully that'll all work out for you both, but I'm sure something is going to work out for you both anyway. And so that's what I have for you, Scorpio and cross watchers of the twin flame connections. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment as well. Love hearing from you. Which way around is it? Which one of you are these ones, and how does it resonate with you? If you like this format, let me know in the comments below as well. If you want me to keep going with this format, let me know if you want like deeper dives to this as well. I'm saving my time a little bit by not doing them this round, but let me know. And click on that subscribe button along with that notification bell down there to hear more from me as well. I do a daily energy update. I've started doing these now, and I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show where I give mini reads for donations as well as other things. And I make 3 love picker card reads a week as well. You can find one of those right there, right now. You can watch if you so wish. And so thanks again for watching. And don't forget to click that subscribe button with that notification bell, and I'll see you next time. Bye.